Jimin? What are you even talking about? It was just another hot summer day, sticky, breathless, exhausting, when suddenly the world felt cooler. Not because the temperature dropped, but because Jimin posted something. On July 27th, with no fanfare, no fancy caption, just honesty, Jimin uploaded a few pictures to his Instagram. He's walking along a vast, empty beach. Dressed in a loose-fitting, all-black outfit, his figure almost blending into the golden sands and the blue sea behind him. There's no stylist, no poses, just him. His body relaxed, his steps soft, the wind brushing against his hair. It was the kind of peace you can't fake. And then came the caption. Open quote, I look like an old man, I'm screwed, my Instagram is ruined, close quote. But what we saw wasn't an old man. It wasn't someone whose account was ruined. It was Jimin. Genuine, raw, beautiful. Like poetry in motion. A still frame that somehow moved us all. One fan wrote, open quote, if this is what an old man looks like, sign me up, close quote. Another said, open quote, his presence is healing even through a screen, close quote. People from around the world in different languages were saying the same thing. Open quote, he doesn't even realize how much peace he gives us, close quote. And then, just the day before, something else happened. Something smaller, quieter, but just as moving. On July 26th, Jimin shared an Instagram story. No filters, no editing, just a little white stray cat and him. In the short video, Jimin walks gently behind the cat. It looks back at him, curious, cautious, before walking a few more steps. Then, as if it trusts him completely, it flops down on the ground, exposing its belly, surrendering, trusting. Jimin crouches down, he extends his hand, and in that instant, everything goes quiet. He pets the cat with such gentleness, such care, that you can almost feel the warmth through the screen. There was no caption, no explanation, just that one moment. A boy and a cat, two beings that didn't need words to connect. And it said more than any speech ever could. You see, Jimin doesn't always post elaborate things. He doesn't show off. But when he does share something, it's always real. Whether it's a quiet walk on the beach or the way he gently interacts with a stray animal, it's the sincerity in those moments that reminds us. Open quote, this is someone who feels deeply, who notices the little things, who lives quietly but touches millions, close quote. And isn't that the magic of Jimin? He can make us laugh with a self-deprecating joke about looking old. Then a second later, make us tear up because of the way he strokes a stray cat like it's the most precious thing in the world. He holds both joy and vulnerability, lightness and depth. He's not just beautiful. He's human in the most extraordinary way. So Jimin, if you ever see this, your Instagram is not ruined. It's real. It's healing. It's you. And for all of us, exhausted, overwhelmed, trying to get through each day, your small moments are big to us. They remind us that softness still exists in this world, and that sometimes a walk on the beach or a touch of kindness to a stray cat is all it takes to save someone's day. You think you're aging, but we see someone becoming timeless.